a Pinterest account? Hands in the air or in the chat box. We love Pinterest. Huh? We were just talking about Pinterest before.
Totally.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to flip my screen around now. Is that okay, Claire?
Yep, go for it.
Beautiful. And if people can let me know that they can see it.
Got one, but no idea how to have a strategy for it. Well, you are going to have an idea very soon. Oh, now.
Yeah.
Where's the chat box gone?
Here we go.
Yeah, Michelle, that's going to change very soon.
Yeah. Most people don't even know to have a strategy, in inverted commas. I didn't know to have a strategy. I thought you just have Pinterest, right, and just pin some pretty images. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. All right. It is 10 o'clock on the mark. I think we'll get started. You good with that, Claire?
Yep, let's go.
Awesome. All right, we're talking Pinterest, and in particular, how I 5 times my traffic to my website in 6 weeks, in as little as 10 minutes per day. All right, so why Pinterest? Pinterest is where your target market is hanging out. It is a social media platform that is also a visual gallery or portfolio of your work and should be part of your online marketing strategy. It should be part of your business strategy. So spending 10 minutes per day or an hour per week can reap big business in regards to more website traffic, more email subscribers, monetizing, hello ka-ching, and making sales. All right, results. What results you can expect from Pinterest? For years, I had any barely Pinterest strategy. Like I said, only pinning from my website every time I added a new pretty picture. And I was getting about that stage, about 1,000 website page views per month from Pinterest. And bear in mind, that was after a couple of years of having a website until somebody shared with me their Pinterest repin strategy. Claire, I don't know if that's your audio or somebody else's. If you could mute away for me, please.
Sorry. There we go. Sorry, it's not showing me the mute buttons.
Okay.
There we go.
That's so good. That's so good. I can hear like birds or something in the background. It got louder. Right. If anyone's joining, feel free to hit the mute button if your audio's come on, but that's all good. So until somebody shared with me a 9-step Pinterest strategy. So within 3 weeks, my traffic had increased 3 times from 1,000 to about 3,000 page views per month. And within 6 weeks, my traffic had increased 5 times to about $5,000 per month. I can hear this bird in the background like a budgerigar or something.
I think that might be me. I'll mute.
Okay, cool. All right, so this is when I had 2 pieces. Oh, sorry. I increased 3 times in about 3 weeks, and within 6 weeks, my traffic had increased about 5 times to about 5,000 page views per month. This is when I had about 2 pieces of content, being 2 blog posts, which had 2 Pinterest images, go viral, and with over 104,000 page views in the next 2 months. Pretty epically awesome, right? So some of that traffic turned into email subscribers, into buyers of my products. And that's how I know this Pinterest strategy works. Plus, also the chance of your content going viral is pretty cool. All right, so what is Pinterest? Pinterest is all about pin boards. It's like a virtual notice board. You create pin boards. Other people can see your pins. They can like or repin your pins. You can pin your own or repin your own or pin others people's content to your boards. It is great for marketing. It works for visual businesses as well as info businesses. So visual businesses, whether you're a cake decorator or a photographer, or if you're location specific or you're international, this works because it all links back to your website, right? That's our business home. So let's get into the 9 steps of Pinterest strategy. Number 1 is to have a business account, and this is different to a personal account. To work out whether you've got a business account or a personal account, you don't know. You log into Pinterest, and on your PC, on the top left-hand side, if you've got the word analytics up there, you've got a business account. If you don't have the word analytics up there, you've got a personal account. So if you've got a personal account, you convert it into a business account. Very easy to do. A personal account is very different, and it should be separate to your business. You can still have a personal Pinterest account. You just need to have a business one as well. So whether you're starting a Pinterest account for the first time or converting your account to a business one, the process, like I said, is really easy. Step number 2. So now you've got a Pinterest business account. Now you want to add a pin it button to your website. So the images on your website is pinnable. So if you're anyone else visiting your website, so you can see this example here, when somebody hovers over that graphic, that blog image in my website, that pin button comes up at the top. So you add a pin it button to your website. Step number 3 is a Chrome extension. Add a Chrome extension so that you can pin from anywhere on the web. So you can see in this screenshot, it's just added up in the top right-ish hand side of any page that I'm on my website. And how to add a Chrome extension, once you turn your Pinterest account into a business one, Pinterest will prompt you on exactly how to do that. So the steps are easy and it's free. Step number 4 is then pin from your own website. So you start by pinning all of your images from your website to your boards. What I suggest is starting with your main board, titled with your business name. So for example, I've got an Angel Foods board, and I put all of my pins from my website to that main board. That's the starting point. There's more steps, but that's the starting point. Same as I've got a Rebekah Allan self-titled blog, RebekahAllan.com. I have a main board for the Rebekah Allan business titled Rebekah Allan. Genius, I know, right? So keep it simple. Start with your main board titled whatever your business name is. Step number 5 is creating long Pinterest pins. So the long Pinterest pins take up a lot more, there's a spelling error there, sorry guys, a lot more of your news feed, and it is in more of a prime location. So for example, every blog post that you add to your website, you should be adding a long Pinterest pin. So think of on your phone or on your tablet or on your PC, when you open up Pinterest, they take up obviously the whole screen, your long Pinterest pins, rather than a portrait or standard landscape image. So a long Pinterest pin makes the images more likely to be clicked, liked, and repinned. So I use the dimensions of 800 pixels wide by 2000 pixels long. So any photo editing, you can create your own dimensions, and that's just a preference. You can use any dimensions that you want, to be fair. I'll stop for a second, see if Claire has any suggestions up to date of what she thinks of this Pinterest strategy.
Just unmute myself. Okay. Well, Bex really nailed it on that one, but I was just going to give a few examples of, am I echoing? Oh, hang on.
No, you're.
A few examples, Beck, I've just muted you because I think it was echoing through you, of how you can create the images. So that you can use online programs. Canva is the one that Beck and I use, and they've actually got a template in there for Pinterest. It's got the dimensions if you're not quite up to setting pixels, things like that. Canva or PicMonkey is the other one, but I don't believe they're free anymore. Or no, at the very basic level, you can even create something in Word, screenshot, Microsoft Word, screenshot it, create your long Pinterest pin like that. It doesn't have to be something that's difficult. So we've got step 1 was create your business account. Step 2, add the pin button. Step 3, Chrome extension. Step 4, pin from your own website. Step 5, create long pins. That's, I think Beck's really covering it. So, and creating long pins was one of the biggest things that made such a big difference to mine.
Yeah. Sorry, I just unmuted me. So yeah, making the long images, when I heard about that, I'm like, that's genius. So I went back to my blog post and found my most popular and created those long Pinterest pins.
Yeah, Michelle, definitely.
Yeah, I need to get me some long pins. Yeah, everyone needs to get themselves some long pins. I love that. And the software program that Claire recommended, Canva, Canva.com. Yeah, that is the best program by far that we recommend that you use. All right, let's keep going. The final 3 steps. Everyone keeping up? Anyone's got any questions? Please feel free to type them in the chat box.
Hold on, Beck. 4 steps.
Okay, I'm up to something.
Yeah.
All right. So you've created your Pinterest pin, you're putting them on your blog post or you're putting them on your website, and then you're clicking the pin it button to your Pinterest business account. Next step is to fill in the alt text or the alternative text, otherwise known as the description box. So you can see at the bottom of this example where you give it a name and you give it a description. So this is where you make the description, the alt text, keyword rich. Keyword rich means that that's what people are typing into Google. Remember, they're typing for something and you want your pin, your website, your blog to show up in the answer. How to do that is with keywords. So for example, you give it a title and give it a description. So for example, if you're a location specific business, so you have cakes in Brisbane, you would say, get this 2-tiered fondant covered wedding cake in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. They're your keywords. Same as a photographer. How to prepare for a photography session, getting branding photos for your business in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. All right, so you make sure you add a description, otherwise known as alt text or alternative text, and give call to action. So, you know, pin this, click here, grab for free, etc. All right, step number 7. Aim for between 50 to 70 boards. Now, that might sound like a lot. Don't get overwhelmed. I'll give you some tips on how to achieve that. But I heard the optimum number of boards is 50 to 70 boards total. So you have your main board, so Angel Foods, then you have any other relevant boards. Now remember, this is not your personal account, this is your business account. So you're creating these boards for your target market. So think about your target market and what they would be searching for in regards to your business. I'm going to use cakes as an example. So for example, birthday cakes, mail cakes, Father's Day cakes, Christmas cakes, Easter cakes, Valentine's cakes, etc. It doesn't have to be the word cakes. It can be goodies, it could be sweets, it could be baked items, it could just be Valentine's Day. All right. So holiday events and themed events are very popular. So you start adding additional boards to your business account, thinking, what will my target market, being my potential customer, be looking for? All right. So don't go and create camping tips for you and your family. If you're a cake business, there's a big disjoint now. Remember, you're not pinning for yourself, you're pinning for your business. All right. So how to start building up to 50 to 70 boards. Let's say you're starting at 10. I suggest adding 2 or 5 boards per week, and over the next X number of weeks you will get up to between 50 and 70 boards. Okay, so aim to have that done within a couple of months. It doesn't have to be all at once. All right, Claire, do you do 50 to 70 boards?
I have to say, I haven't counted mine recently, but I would say I've got at least 50. And so my base business, I started off as a food blog. Now I've moved more into organising and the whole house and everything. But like Beck said, I would have a board for kids' parties. That was one big thing that I'd do, or like snacks. And then I would do holiday snacks. And if, say, instead of just doing a Christmas board, I would have a Christmas breakfast, Christmas lunch. I think paleo, when it was really popular, I have a paleo Christmas. Like, that's how you can get really niche. So 50 to 70 boards seems like heaps, but when you really narrow it down, that's when it adds up really quickly. So Michelle, don't freak out. It's not as hard as you think. Once you start brainstorming it and get into that sort of thinking, you'll come up with 50 to 70 boards like that.
Yeah, absolutely. If it's a food blog for some description, you can have chicken meals, you can have main meals, you can have entrees, and you know that chicken enchilada meal can be pinned to those 3 boards as well as your main board, as an example. All right, awesome.
Hold
So
up,
step
Beck.
number.
Sorry, Nevia just asked, do you pin only your work or inspiration things? I think Beck's getting there as well. Just stay tuned.
What was that? What was that question again? Sorry, I can't find.
It was, do you pin only your work or inspiration things?
You are pinning anything that your target market is interested in. So yes, you're pinning for your business being work, but if your business or target market need inspiration, yes, pin for that. So for example, if you're a logo, graphic designer, website builder, again, photographer, branding, cakes, if you are, maybe it's a palette, being a pastel palette or bright colors or rainbows, or maybe, yeah, it's color combinations or outfit combinations for a photographer, color combinations for a cake decorator. Yes, you can pin for inspiration if that's what your target market needs, if that's what your target market is looking for. All right, so I feel that
even like, so for example, my target market is very largely mums with young children, so I've even got a board that's like, you know, mum quotes, mum memes, that sort of thing. So it's not specifically food, so it's not like targeted to what my website is about, but it's targeted to my audience. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good example. All right, step number 8 is the repin daily strategy. All right, so you've set up your boards, you've got a business account, you've got long pins on your website, and you've pinned from your website to your business account. Now, your repin strategy is where you're pinning or repinning 30 to 100 pins per day. So let's say about 50. We'll say average of 50 per day. It could be as little as 30. It could be as much as 100. You're pinning and repinning daily. It is a 50-50 ratio of 50% of your own pins, so 50% of your own images, between 50% of other people's images, other people's pins, other people's blog posts. You're repinning your most popular content. So if you've had Pinterest for a little while and you've been pinning for a little while and you can see other people like your pin and are repinning it, that's your most popular content. You should be repinning that daily, all right, versus your least popular content that's not getting repinned. Maybe it's a dark image, maybe it's, for whatever reason, Pinterest isn't picking it up and people aren't clicking on it. You leave it where it is, but you keep repinning your most popular content. So you're pinning daily and repinning daily. So for me, that looks like logging into Pinterest, seeing how many in the analytics section. So again, if you've got a business account, top left-hand side is an analytics button. I click on that and it tells me what people have been repinning lately. I go grab those pins and I repin them to the same board and to different boards, any relevant boards. So if it's how to price cakes, for example, I repin that to my main Angel Foods blog board. Then I pin it to a cake business board. Then I pin it to how to start a cake business. I repin it how to grow a cake business. I repin it to pricing strategies and amazing cakes. I'll repin it to there as well because it's how to price cakes. All right, so you see I've just repinned to, let's say, about 8 different boards. So that's 8 out of my 30 pins for the day. So analytics, you go and check your most popular, repin them to your same and different boards. If you've uploaded a new image to your website or blog, you go and pin that to the same board, to your main board and any other relevant boards. And now you're up to probably 20 pins done for the day. So now you want to go get 20 pins of somebody else's. So remember your 50-50 ratio of your own pins and somebody else's, other people's pins. You go to your Pinterest newsfeed and it'll have inspiration there for you because Pinterest sees what you're already pinning and it'll say, hey, this other person just pinned this that's similar to yours. Do you want to pin it? So again, you pin it to any relevant boards. So that's what I do daily, and to be fair, I did it 5 days per week, not 7 days per week, and I did that manually, so without any scheduling, without any tools, without any apps, no software. I just wanted to see if this Pinterest strategy worked right at the beginning. So I added a couple of extra boards. I went and repinned my most popular pins, I added a couple of long Pinterest pins, and I did this daily. So I spent 10 minutes per day repinning, and I might have spent another 10 minutes creating a couple of long Pinterest pins. And I did that 5 days per week, Monday to Friday, for the next 6 weeks. And I wanted to see if this Pinterest strategy worked. And that's what I did. So did you have anything to add to that one, Claire?
I just wanted to ask you a question, because I know when you first went over this repinning with me, it took me a little while to catch on to why you would pin the same thing to several different boards and to the same board again. So say you posted a month ago and it's really popular and you repin it to the same board. Can you just explain how you explained that to me, why you would repin it again to the same board?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. Thank you. You're repinning it so that it gets shown up in your news feed again. So much like Facebook, you post and then it goes down your news feed and not shown again. You want to bring it back up to the tops of your news feed, to your new followers, to your new, what are they called? Subscribers? No, followers on Pinterest. So that they see your stream of pins going through their news feed. So that you stay on top of the news feed, essentially. I feel like that explains it. Is that how I explained it to you, Claire?
Yeah. Where did that thought go? Yeah, so I guess the other thing is different people can be following different boards of yours as well. So that was another reason for pinning the same thing to different boards. And it's not like, how would you describe it? It's not like, say, Instagram, if you were posting the same photo over and over, because that's not really how Pinterest shows things. It comes up in most relevant to you, and it's more like a search engine than a social media platform, I suppose. People go in there to search for something. So obviously, you know, the more you've got it in there and the more descriptive you are with your descriptions, does that make sense? Then the more it's going to show up in those searches, and the more it shows up, the more people pin it, etc., etc.
Yeah, that's a great way of describing it, which I hadn't said that way. Pinterest isn't a social media platform. It is actually a search engine. If you think of it like Google, it's a search engine for images, and how it can find images is the description that we give it, so the words that we give it, because Google and Pinterest can't read the images to know what's in it without the words attached. And yeah, you want to be showing up in the search engine of Pinterest. It is a major, big search engine. So by repinning it, you're making it more popular, you're showing up in the newsfeed. But again, it's not like Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or anything like that. It's just going to show you up differently. And the more you repin it, Google recognizes that this is a great pin. All right, and then it's more likely to show up. And not only that, Google then also recognizes really great pins, and you show up on Google more often. All right, so that's how that works. All right, so that's step number 8. If anyone else has got any questions about that, pop that in the chat box. And I want to go on to step number 9, is testing the results. So much like I talked about before, like I wanted to see whether it worked or not. And the only way I would know whether it worked or not is testing the results. So how can you test the results? How can you know whether it works or not? Number 1, you can read your Pinterest analytics. You can see whether your graph is increasing of number of likes and repins. All right. So that's one way to test the results, whether Pinterest is working. And the other way is to measure your traffic to your website with Google Analytics. Now, Google Analytics will say, hey, this amount of traffic came to your website today from Pinterest. It literally is that specific inside Google Analytics. All right, that is going to be how you measure and track, and obviously aim to improve as well, whether Pinterest is working or not. So for me, I knew it would take a good couple of weeks for it to just get any measure of improvement. I felt that, not that I knew, but I had a pretty good guess that that's how long it would take. For me, I said about 3 weeks it takes to start getting some results, and within 6 weeks it is you should definitely be seeing some measure of results, something measurable and sustainable. So for example, doubling your traffic, tripling your traffic, quadrupling your traffic. That is what I would suggest and recommend you should expect to see. All right, now I did forget to mention as well that in step number 8 that like I said, I logged in once per day, 5 days per week, and did it 10 minutes straight there and then, pinning and repinning. It's actually optimal or better to be repinning different times of the day. But I'm not logging in multiple times per day to go do a couple of pins on Pinterest. So how you can do that is using a scheduling tool. So there's an app called Tailwind app. So both Claire and I use that. So after that 6-week period, I'm like, yep, this is definitely working. This is definitely a return on investment. It's worthwhile me investing in Tailwind to go and schedule those apps. So nowadays, I don't log into Pinterest daily. I log into Tailwind once every 2 weeks, and it takes me about probably 45 minutes. Yeah, 45 minutes I've got 2 businesses, so I do that twice. 45 minutes per one business to go and schedule all my pins, and that they will pin automatically on Pinterest at different times of the day. So from midnight, 5 a.m., 10 a.m., midday, 6 p.m., 11 p.m. It will schedule pins throughout the day, and it can be literally 30 pins that you choose per day, or 50 or 100, whatever you set it at. So there is a tool that can help you with that. It does have a cost. So again, like I said, you can go and test and do this manually, 0 cost, 0 investment, and see if you get results from it.
I'm just going to add 2 things there. So Tailwind does have a free version, but I think you can only set up 100 pins or something like that. So you could just use the free version, as long as you have to be doing it every couple of days. The other thing I just want to add, for anybody who has limited hours of work, I literally do it on my phone at night in front of the TV. Like, that's how easy it is. You can get, the Tailwind has an app, so you can just go through, and I think it has an add-on or something like that. I don't know, really easy. I'd have to be more descriptive about how you do it, but literally I sit there on my phone and do my Tailwind at night. So it's not something that you have to set aside a chunk of time for. You can do it in just 10 minutes a day, literally, on the couch watching Netflix if you really want to.
Fantastic. All right. So for everyone that's live on this workshop, that's the 9 steps to Pinterest. And we have bonuses for you that are live. And then if you sign up to Blog Business School in the next hour, so there's $244 worth of bonuses. Plus there's also $6,900 worth of competitions where you get entries into. All right. So Blog Business School, when you sign up for 1 year, you will receive a free Pinterest graphic pack with 12 graphics custom made to your top 3 blog posts. Me and Claire will create those graphics for you, your blog posts. And not only that, they'll be training on how to maximize your traffic from these. And that pack is valued at $197. And that's only if you sign up to Blog Business School for 1 year within the next hour. Claire, if you could pop the link to blogbusinessschool.net in the chat box, please.
So could I just interrupt you for 1 second? Beck, can you just explain about the Pinterest graphics pack? Because we probably should put that in as a tip number 10 bonus tip about multiple pins for 1 blog post. Sorry, I know I always add extra stuff.
That's all good. That's all good. So why are we doing 12 graphics for 3 blog posts? That means 4 graphics obviously per blog post. And that's actually kind of an intermediate or pro tip that Claire and I do, that we do multiple graphics per blog post because they can all look different. You don't know which is going to be more clickable. So we create multiple per blog post. So that's kind of a pro tip and a pro package that you're getting for free. So we'll show you exactly how we create them. So the training on how to maximize the traffic from these. And like we said, valued at $197. Then the second bonus is you can receive a free personalized Pinterest review, a 10-minute video review of your Pinterest page, valued at $47. That's me and Claire video your Pinterest account with a review for you. So again, if you're signing up, not only that, you can go into the draw for the chance to win a $6,000 business prize pack and go on the draw for a $900 monthly member prize pack. So let me show you what's included in that. So this is all for signing up to Blog Business School for 1 year. You go on the draw for that $6,000 blog business prize pack. So it's all the tools and resources you need to run a wildly successful business. So it includes lifetime access to Blog Business School, a spot on a 6-month mastermind, 1 year free access to ConvertKit, which is the email service provider Claire and I use and recommend. You get a rebranding style guide, So this is for the person that wins the $6,000 business prize pack. There's 10 social media graphics kit. There's one free access to Sam Cart, which is the shopping cart that Claire and I both use and recommend. You get a copy of the Profit First book, a surprise present sent to your door, $200, plus a half-day, 3.5-hour business consulting review and session with myself and Claire. So massive prize pack, everything, like we said, you need to run a business that you go on the draw for the chance to win. Plus, you also get the chance to win a $900 monthly member prize pack. So it's a gift posted to your door. You get interviewed for the Blog Business School podcast. You get a free 30-minute business session with myself and Claire. Plus, you can also submit 2 articles to our websites, which include backlinks back to your website. Heads up, that's part of an SEO strategy to get more Google ranking and website traffic. You need backlinks to your website. So what is Blog Business School? So signing up for Blog Business School, you will get the complete Pinterest course valued at $47. So exactly everything we talked about today with step-by-step video training. How to create a long Pinterest pin. I show you literally how to create that graphic. How to repin daily for that 10 minutes per day. I've got a video step-by-step showing you how I do that 10 minutes per day. How to use Tailwind and schedule your apps. So all the step-by-steps that we talked about today, the 9 steps broken down into video training, so into that Pinterest course. Inside Blog Business School is also an SEO strategy, so another course on how I got Google #1 in 8 months. That's valued at $97. There's an email marketing course, so how I get 2,000 organic email subscribers and make sales through emails. There's a Profit First training, how to have a profitable business in 60 days or less. There's Blogging 101. There's Social Media Central, and also there's a Google Analytics course as well. So how to read your Google Analytics, being how much traffic's coming to your website, from where, and what to do with that information. Again, video training all included in that. So enroll in Blog Business School and get those bonuses. So that's the bonuses. So heads up. Let me go back to this one. So this bonus is only for people that are signing up now and live and within the next hour. You get that bonus. Anyone watching the replay, you get this bonus. You don't get the first one. Now, anyone that has signed up to Blog Business School before and isn't, like, you signed up for $1 for the trial period and you're a monthly member, you don't go on the draw for the chance to win this. If you want to upgrade, you absolutely can. So go to blogbusinessschool.net, sign up for the 1 year, we'll organize the rest. All right. So if you're a monthly member, you don't get these. You only get the $900 monthly member prize pack. So I do recommend upgrading to a yearly member just for those bonuses alone. They're epically awesome. All right, I feel like that's all the goodies. If anyone's got any questions, please let us know. So right now is our Q&A session, so question and answer session. Any questions at all? If I went too fast, I do talk too fast, we can absolutely go over it again. Was there anything else you wanted to add to that, Claire?
Yep. Navia had a question. Hang on. Whoa, my face just suddenly took up my whole screen. Okay. Maybe had a question was, oh goodness, now should we be putting hashtags or just words? I'm going to put that one over to you, Beck.
Hashtags. Hashtags is for Instagram and Twitter, I believe. No, not Pinterest. Yeah. So that's cool. And was there any other questions in there? Oh, Michelle goes, an aha moment, repinning. Genius, isn't it? I'd never heard of that before. Like, I always knew pin from my own website, but repin my own pins? Oh, I can reuse my same content, my same pins. Gold, right?
That was a big aha moment for me too. When you told me that.
Oh, there you go. I'd forgotten that already. Yeah. Awesome. All right, we still got a heap of people here, which is awesome as well. I want to say hi to everyone. I'll just bring them up. We've got Cheryl and Brenda and Dana. Hey, guys. Felicity and Jennifer and Jess and Joanne. And Julia and Karen and Michelle and Nevia, Sandy, Tara, and Lita. Nice. Lovely name. Hi, guys. So glad to have you here. So I'm not sure how long you heard the workshop, but the replay will be available very shortly. We'll be emailing that out. with the bonuses for people who are watching the replay, but remember that you get the $197 bonus, the 12 graphic pack, and the training on exactly how to use that, being maximize traffic to your website. That's for only people who sign up to Blog Business School for 1 year, either right now or within the next hour. So if anyone has any trouble signing up, please let us know.
Does anyone else have any questions? Let me just go through. So Michelle, I hope you've got an idea of how to have a strategy for Pinterest now.
Yeah.
Michelle was freaking out about so many boards, but now it sounds achievable. Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Exactly. Like I said, just add a couple of boards at a time. Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't overthink it. It's only going to take you 1 to 2 minutes, a couple of boards each time.
We have this one question from Cheryl. How many pins inside each board is recommended? So I think we sort of covered that, but do you want to?
Pins inside each board, there's no maximum or minimum. You keep pinning and repinning. That's a never-ending board, essentially. Think of it like Google, never-ending. Yeah, cool. That answers your questions.
Yeah.
Cheryl's question, sorry.
Hang on, we've got some more questions. Yeah, Cheryl, you just answered that. Julie, I'm not sure how to put a long pin on my website. So, hang on, let me just mute back. So that's just the same way that you would add any other image. So in a blog post or on a page, you're just uploading it to media and putting it into your post. Yeah, same way you'd add any other image.
Yeah, there's video training on that in the Pinterest course inside Blog Business
Yes.
School, because I have had that question before.
Okay, so Michelle says, thank you. You are very welcome, Michelle. Great idea of where to start and create a Pinterest strategy. Didn't know where to start before and have results set up some software with some auto pins. Yeah. No, it doesn't have. Karen, yes, Tailwind is a paid app, but as I said, they do have a free version. You can, I'm 99% sure it's 100. You can schedule 100 pins for free. And if you want to schedule more than that at a time, which we do, because if you want to just bulk do it, you have to pay, but you can just use the free version. There's no reason not to do it. Dana, how much is it monthly to sign up to Blog Business School? So to sign up, it's $1 for the first month, just as a trial. So we don't want you to be there if it's not for you. And then it's $18 a month after that. Thanks. Version of Tailwind for Android. Oh, I'm not sure about that. Beck, do you know? Hang on. Beck, you answer the rest of the questions. I'll Google.
Okay, I'm not sure the answer to that one, but Claire will Google that one for you. Karen says, do you have to pay per pin or is it a monthly fee? Tailwind is a monthly fee. From memory, if you're just paying per month, it was $15 per month, probably US dollars. But if you buy it for a year, it equals $9 per month, but you're obviously paying a year's worth, not monthly. That's from memory, and that's if they haven't changed their pricing system. Most welcome, Dana. All right.
The answer to that is no, not currently. They don't have an Android version, unfortunately. But you know what? There probably is some kind of tool. That's just the one that I've experimented a lot. I don't think I've asked Beck that, but I have experimented a lot with scheduling tools for Pinterest, and Tailwind is definitely the easiest to use. And yeah, that's the one that we recommend.
Yeah, I haven't experimented. It's just Tailwind that I've used. I love it, so I'm not swapping to anything else. I do it on my PC. I'm not a phone or device user. That's just me personally. I prefer doing stuff on PC, on my laptop. So I do it on my laptop because I schedule it in my calendar. That's my Friday office admin activity that I'm doing Pinterest. So I do it from a computer. I find things a lot easier that way. But that's, again, a personal thing. Like Claire said, she prefers to do it at night after the kids have gone to bed, sitting on the couch watching TV with hubby. So that way she doesn't have the computer in front of her. So, yeah, personal preference. Yeah, Julia, the other's one for a laptop. Tailwind is for an app. While it's called an app, it honestly is I'm going to say, I don't even know if it's better or worse than on your phone or device. It's ideal. It's perfect for your computer, for your laptop. Yeah. All right, cool. I think that's everyone's questions. All right, so to go over the 9-pin, 9-step Pinterest strategy, that you have a business account, that you pin from your own website, that you give a description, being alt text, alternative text, which is keyword rich, and you start pinning and repinning daily. You're aiming between 30 and 50 pins per day with a 50-50 ratio of your own pins and other people's pins. So you're mixing up and, you know, adding a lot of inspiration and content for your potential customers to find. If you're a location specific business, add that to your description. That's how your potential customers are going to find you. Otherwise, we know cake customers or photography customers, etc. They're searching for inspiration, but if they add in the words, you know, looking for a photographer, looking for a cake decorator in Brisbane, that's how you're going to come up. All right. So pinning 10 minutes per day, your most popular pins, so repinning your own pins to your same boards and any other relevant boards, and aiming for between 50 to 70 boards. All right, so we show you exactly how to do that with the Pinterest course inside Blog Business School. Today's deal for the workshop is you get 1 year, you get $244 worth of bonuses, so a Pinterest graphics pack customized, made specifically for you. You also get a Pinterest review from me and Claire, and not only that, you go on the draw to win a $6,000 business prize pack, plus also go into the draw for the $900 monthly member prize pack. So if you sign up, you get those $244 worth of bonuses. You sign up now or in the next hour. So blogbusinessschool.net. All right. So Dana, yes, to get all the extras, you have to sign up for a year. Well, not have to, but that is where the bonuses are. To get them, you sign up for a year. If you're signing up for you know, the trial month, the all monthly member, that's $1 for the trial, and then it's $18 per month after that. But no, you don't get the bonuses with that one. All right, so that's why the bonuses are for the 1 year deal. Plus, there's $6,000 prize pack. It's worthwhile just for the chance to win that one on it, honestly. All right, cool. I feel like we've answered everyone's questions, and I think that's everything for today. What do you think, Claire?
Yep, awesome. Thank you all for coming.
Yeah, I really appreciate your time and you being here.
And good luck with it.
Yes, let us know how you go. We'd love to hear. So feel free to email us. We'd love to hear.
All
right, guys. Have an epically awesome day, guys. Thank you.
See you guys.
Bye. Welcome, Julia. Welcome, Michelle.